Okay.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Joseph Reynolds, and today joining me is the boss himself, and arguably one of the best heavyweights that you can find in Europe at the moment. Obviously fighting on Octagon 39. How are you feeling for the upcoming fight?
Also, so Joe, I'm going to translate, okay? Because Hatef is not that good in English. Also, fragt dich jetzt aktuell, herzlich willkommen, du bist aktuell der beste Octagon-Kämpfer. Wie fühlst du dich vor diesem Kampf?
Ich bin bereit für diesen Kampf.
So Hatef says he's ready for the fight and he's feeling good.
Yeah, and as well, with a win in this fight, Octagon have already said, and I'm sure you'll be wanting it yourself, that a title shot is what seems to be next after this fight. Is that what you want after this fight, getting that title shot?
Nach dem Kampf, falls du den gewinnst, hat ja Octagon gesagt, dass du den Titelkampf kriegen sollst. Ist es das, was du willst? Das heißt, nach dem Kampf, wenn du deinen Gegner besiegst, dass du dann mit dem Titel kämpfen willst?
Ja, wenn ich diesen Kampf, das Kampf gewinne und dann danach, ich will im Oberhagen Titelkampf kämpfen. Aber ich weiß nicht, mein Gegner, egal wer kommt, ich kämpfe mit jedem.
Okay. So Hatef says after he wins the fight on Saturday, he wants to fight for the title in Oberhausen. So that's the Octagon show in June, and also he's not looking specifically for any opponent. He takes anybody who Octagon will give him for this title match.
Yeah, and then taking a look at your opponent, Wilson Carvalho, what do you feel as though he sort of brings to this fight, and how do you see this fight playing out?
Dein kommender Gegner am Samstag ist ja Wilson Carvalho, der Brasilianer. Was denkst du über ihn und was denkst du, was sind seine Stärken?
Am Samstag, mein Gegner, der kommt aus Brasilien, der hat eine sehr gute Gegner, der kann gut Standkämpfen und ich finde das sehr, sehr gut. Ich bin bereit für den.
So, his next opponent on Saturday is, as you said, Carvalho, Wilson Carvalho. He's a very good opponent, very good record, 20 fights already, 13 wins. He's a very good striker, and but Hatef is ready for him.
Der hat auch eine gute Bilanz, ne?
Ja.
13-7.
Ja. Yeah, and he has a very good record.
Der hat einen sehr guten Kämpfer, der ist sehr stark.
Good fighter and very strong opponent for Saturday.
Yeah, and then sort of taking a look at the work that you've done in Octagon, and obviously this big win streak that you're on at the moment as well. What do you feel as though the biggest reasons are to be on such a win streak, and how do you feel about the recent success that you've had in your career?
Du hast ja aktuell eine Win-Streak von 9 Kämpfen, von 9 Siegen. Was glaubst du? Ja, bei dir? Du hast aktuell jetzt seit 2017, glaube ich, nicht mehr verloren.
Ich habe 2017, ich habe einen Fight gehabt, ich war irgendwo, ich war nicht fit. Ich war 2017 bis jetzt, bin ich am Durchgewinnen.
Ja.
Ja, richtig.
Und ja. Wie kam es dazu, zu dieser Win-Streak quasi, dass du seit 2017 alle Kämpfe gewonnen hast?
Bis jetzt meinst du, ich war immer bereit.
So,
ich habe mal gut Vorbereitung gemacht mit meinem Team, mit UFT-Gym und dann zweimal am Tag trainieren, mit gutem Coach, guten Trainer und so. Ich war immer bereit. Für die, egal für mich. Wenn du guckst, diese Regale, wenn ich mir gegen welche Leute gekämpft habe, die sind alle gute Kämpfer. Ich habe bis jetzt mit guten Kämpfern gekämpft.
So Hatef says, since his last loss in 2016 or 17, he had a very good training. He had very good coaches. He had very good training partners. He had also, in his last 9 fights, very good opponents. Yeah, and his evolution was always going better and better. And that's the reason that he didn't lost in the last 6-7 years and has now a win streak of 9 wins, and wants to improve this win streak also on Saturday to get to the 10th win streak in his career.
Yeah, and as well now, it looks as obviously the #1 ranked heavyweight in Germany, and then in Western Europe, and then arguably one of the best heavyweights in Europe, if not the best. Is that something that you're too interested in as a fighter in terms of being seen as the best, or what are your sort of goals as a fighter in terms of looking at those sort of rankings?
Was sind deine Ziele? Willst du der Beste, warte mal, willst du das beste Schwergewicht in Deutschland sein, in Europa? Weil anscheinend gibt es niemanden besseren als dich.
Mein Ziel ist, ich bin erstmal bei Octagon in Tigerkampf übernehmen und dann bei Octagon bin ich Champion werden und dann ich bin der Beste in Deutschland und Europa sein.
So his goal is first to get the Octagon gold, to get or to be the next Octagon heavyweight champion, and after this he will automatically be the best heavyweight in Europe, because in Germany he's already the best heavyweight.
Yeah, and then speaking in terms of Germany, seeing the progression of the sport in that country, and sort of being a big part of that as well in this terms of generation that there is in a moment. What's it like to see the rise of MMA in your country?
Aktuell wächst ja auch das MMA in Deutschland. Das MMA wird immer populärer. Du bist ein Teil davon. Wie siehst du die Entwicklung des MMA in Deutschland?
Ich bin schon Nummer 1 in Deutschland.
Nicht du, aber generell jetzt die Entwicklung.
In Deutschland auch gibt es gute Kämpfer, Schwergewicht gute Kämpfer. Aber trotzdem bin ich Nummer 1 in Deutschland und Nummer 1 auch in Europa. Seit 2019 bis jetzt, ne? Ja, ich bin schon Nummer 1.
Yeah, the MMA improved in the last years very much in Germany, and Hatef fought good, also good guys from Germany. But in Germany, he's, I think, the last 4 or 5 years already ranked #1, and yeah. In Germany, there are good MMA heavyweight fighters, but in Europe, that's his next goal, to be also in Europe the best heavyweight. And yeah, that's the reason he's fighting for Octagon, and to get or to get, and also to get the next title in his career with Octagon MMA.
Yeah, and then taking a look at the fights that you've had in Octagon that you've touched on already, obviously, there's been some great finishes in there, and you've been able to wrap them up throughout your pro career. Is the finish something that you're always looking for as a fighter, or are you just happy to play these fights out as a sort of go along when you are in the cage?
Also deine letzten 2 Kämpfe in Octagon hast du beide gefinisht. Ist immer das Vorzeitlegende ein Ziel von dir? Oder wie gehst du deine Kämpfe an?
Was zweite vor dir.
Ja.
Ich habe 2-mal bei Octagon gekämpft, letztes Jahr. Und dann ich habe 2-mal starke Gegner gehabt. Einer war Brasilianer, einer war Kimbo, der war UFC-Fighter damals. Und dann der war eine richtig starke Gegner für mich. Und dann ich habe schon alle weggehauen, die zweite.
Yeah. So his 2 fights in Octagon had been also against very tough opponents. The second or the last fight was against former UFC fighter Jeremy Kimball, and his goal is always to finish. Doesn't matter in the striking, stand-up, or on the ground with submission. But yes, his goal is always to finish as fast as possible the fight.
And then my final question is, in terms of what the fans can expect to see from you in this fight, or just a message to the fans that are watching, what does that message look like a little bit?
Am Samstag, welche Nachricht hast du an die Fans, die diesen Kampf gucken werden? Was willst du den Fans jetzt schon heute sagen für Samstag? Nein, sag was Schönes.
Ich bin schon bereit für Samstag zu kämpfen. Ich freue mich. Ich kämpfe in München und
ich verspreche nächsten Sieg.
Was?
Und ich verspreche nächsten Sieg.
Und ich versuche Und ich bin ich bin schon bereit für Kämpfe von Samstag. Ich bin schon freut mich, dass ich kämpfe in München und mit einem starken Gegner, der Brasilianer. Und ich wünsche, was ich sagen wollte, Sieg. Und Sieg.
So yeah, Hatef is today already ready for Saturday. We could also fight already today. So preparation was well. Everything was well. Tomorrow he's going to travel to Munich, and on Saturday he's happy to be again in the octagon cage to fight Verson Carvalho, a very tough opponent. Yeah, and Hatef is going to or hopes to win this fight also by finish, and that's he can say so far for Saturday.
Well, that is everything from myself. If you'd like to take a chance, Chinese social media sponsors, anything like that, obviously just feel free to go ahead.
Willst du noch irgendjemanden grüßen, irgendwelche Sponsoren oder so?
Danke an mein Team und so.
No, only thanks to my gym, to my team, all my training partners, coaches, and that's it.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate both your times today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe. Have a good day.
Make sure to subscribe to the LowKick MMA YouTube channel for all the latest news, event previews, and interviews with some of the biggest stars in MMA.